Wild day. Up about 20 basis points over here in the Shkreli portfolio. I don't think Alibaba ever gives out a GMV, but we'll rest on that. So I think we could see pretty good growth for Shopify in the future. I just don't want to overstate it. Let's see. Management is kind of the best you can get. And they're targeting a really big market. But I see what some of you guys are saying, that they're sort of going to collide with the Stripes of the world, the PayPals of the world. All these companies are kind of coming to a head. If they do $1 trillion in GMV, is that too much? You know, they are saying the global e-commerce is $4 trillion. How do they get $1 trillion of that? That's a lot. They would basically be dominating. Everyone who has an online store would be going through them. I think that could start to be a little too unrealistic, but let's say they get to roughly that category. And again, remember, they're providing all kinds of other services too. They're providing logistics and warehousing and some other lower margin stuff. So, and e-commerce is certainly going to keep growing. I mean, it's, buying things online is kind of the way to go. So we'll sort of see, will they be the enabler of the e-commerce generation? And, the drop shipping bros, so to speak. Let's think about it. But let's assume this is what happens with Shopify. Again, we have a lot of nice things to work on here because we have payments, which are really inextricably linked with, e-commerce. Payments and e-commerce kind of go very much hand in hand. All right, so let's have like this sharp deceleration. Okay. To terminal growth. You've got to be kidding me. You guys see this right now? Spent, a couple hours thinking about Shopify, considering everything. You see this number? You guys see this number? Market's closed. What a day. Look at the market cap. Are markets efficient or what? Oh man, bums me out. Yeah, they definitely broke some records. Well, it is at 92 right now. Well, I had to add back the cash. That's 85. I just remembered it was 99 billion, but I'm not even done. Watch. What's this? What's this? Wow, Lord Baker. So yeah, basically the market's implying that Shopify 3x's their GMV over the next, 8 years. It does roughly the same on revenue. Management cranks out a 3% return on cash. Maturity grows at 2%. Cost of capital is 9%. So, I like it if they could beat that, and I think you're starting to brush up against some natural barriers there. Basically, the whole internet powered by Shopify, which they're not there yet, but the market's kind of discounting a little bit of that. Can they return even higher? Well, it's a pretty smart management team, so probably. Let's say they can return. You're in safe hands, so let's say the discount rate's only 8%, and they can return 10%, okay? You're still not getting some insane price, right? It's only 50% higher than the current price. Now, you could say that, well, you have them falling off a cliff on the growth side. It's true. That is true. I can bump that a little bit, and then you got a double on your hands. But these are pretty generous assumptions. E-Trade's down. We had big league computer problems today. Everything's computer. I got really pissed. I'm still really pissed. I'm finally calming down now. Whenever these kinds of things happen, I take it really personal. I want to just take a spoon, take out one of my eyes. Get some Redis cache overflow or something. Yeah, that does happen, Ed, and that's my point. Is that if we assume management is genius and they're going to make 10% a year from here on out, or at least for the next 10 years. It's hard to get those kinds of returns on lots of cash. TradingView shit the bed? Okay, I feel less bad if TradingView shit the bed. Ah, great. Okay, cool. I feel a lot less bad. We're a new company. Our we're doing a major overhaul. So we were literally going to finish our overhaul on Friday. That's why I'm kind of pissed. But TradingView and E-Trader had hiccups today. I don't feel so bad.